things they will mark, there are some things they will remove, and adjustments, fittings, and all. So as okay, somebody is recording the class. Now, as a product manager who is a fashion designer, you have people who will go into the field to go and collect feedback. That is your researchers now. Now, when they bring this feedback, you go through them. Remember, okay, which product will I use? Okay, let me use a physical product now. There are sometimes that you see people when they launch Kellogg's. There is one complex they call Kellogg's. It's called Kellogg's company that have it. It's not the same with NASCO. Now you see them, you see all those people that wear jeans and polo. They will now bring it to the market. They will start telling you, this Kellogg's, it absorbs water more than NASCO. This one, that one, this one, that one, this one, that one, this one, that one. Now they are trying to convince you that Kellogg's is better than NASCO, and maybe they will give you a test, and then the testing, you check the back of the product, you are seeing where they say scan to connect, or you see their hotline where you are supposed to send in feedback, right? Now they will send in this feedback, and if you make a cloth in a tailoring store and it's not your size, what do? They fit it to your perfect size and all. So when this feedback starts coming in, it is your responsibility and your duty as a product manager to go back to the drawing board, go back to your templates, begin to identify, okay, this one says that if I'm using this product, if I'm using this app, I'm experiencing delay in network connection. It simply means that there is a bug in the coding. And okay, where is this problem coming from? You go back to the coding guy or the software developer. This is the challenge that this particular app is having. How do we fix it? There are some websites that you want to open, you just receive error 404, error 404, error 404, and you are confused. You don't know how to navigate your way around it. Now, if this is coming from a user, your own now is to go back to the drawing board, go and meet the software developer. This is what our users are complaining about, and how do we fix this? So it is now the duty of this particular coding guy to begin to trace his codings one after the other and identify the problem. Now maybe they are complaining about the color. They say the interface, the red is too sharp. There are some reds that are very, very sharp, that if it come in contact with light, you will have this sharp sensation in your brain and eye. So they are complaining that the color of the interface is too bright, that they are finding it difficult. That kind of an app, you can't even concentrate to use it, because even the pain that is coming from the sharpness of that particular color won't even allow you to use it for long. Now they are complaining, okay, what do we need to do? You gotta meet the UI UX guy. This is what these people are complaining about. They say that the color is too much, and this client needs a red interface. What do we do? The guy begin to go through the color wheel. Okay, what is the similar color to red that is not too sharp to the eye? So they begin to look through the color wheel until they are able to identify a particular color that is not too sharp to the eye, and then they tone it down, send back the prototype. People begin to say, okay, this one is better, and all of that. Now maybe it is difficulty in accessing the pictures. They don't know how to use the picture and all of that. They'll start giving feedback, and then corrections, until you arrive at the particular desired product. So that's basically I don't want to stress this class for long. That's the basic areas that you can see yourself as a product manager. Don't forget that I said product management is just the process of giving life to an idea. Hold on, please, one second. All right, sorry. I needed to attend to someone. My husband just came in. Yes, I said I was going to leave the class for some time. Please, I'm sorry about that. All right, so let's continue. Um, that's for product management and how a product manager sees himself. Now, from all this explanation, you will agree with me that a product manager is just someone that oversees the process of from ideation down to execution, launch of a particular product. And remember, we said that products can either be tangible or an intangible product. So I have a question for this class because I said from time immemorial that this class is going to be an interactive one. So I'm going to start with Mr. Lawrence because he's an intermediate student. Um, Please, you will unmute your mic and tell us, as a product manager, is it a must that you must be part of the ideation process? So unmute your mic and explain to us. If your answer is yes, give us reason. If it is no, give us reasons.
All right, all right. From my experience, I would say no because as a product manager, sorry for the background noise anyway. I am very close to my business place. So initially, the idea must not really come from the product manager. It comes from the owner or the founder of the product. So that is. So I don't want to go. I don't want to go deep, but I think that is what I know it is. Thank you.
Okay, in a situation whereby a product manager is not part of the ideation stage, like the idea is not coming from the product manager, what is this particular product manager expected to do?
Okay, so since the product manager in this case is not part of the idea process, um, the product manager will request for a PROD, all right, to understand the concept, the mission, and the vision of that product. Then before they can continue the PM process.
Okay,
That's
that
my.
brings me to another. Okay, that brings me to another question. Now, can you explain to us what is PROD and who prepares a PROD?
That is a product required document. Okay. And it's the owner of the product, the founder of the product, because the person initially has the idea. They brought this idea. Okay. A product is solving a problem. So for the founder to have come out with the idea, since the product manager is not part of the idea process, so he or she will have to request for the product required documents to be able to get every concept, the route in and out, and the metrics of the product. So that can help the product manager sink in and you know have an idea on what to work with. That is my take.
Okay, that's a good one. And like he said, it is not a must that you be part of this team from the beginning. Now, in some cases, a product manager might be involved from the ideation stage. Maybe you are the one that is betting these products and the idea is coming from you, or you have a friend and you are sharing idea with the person, or the person just say, I just wish there is one app that I can just launch like this, or there is one app that can help me before I lodge into a hotel. I'm using it as an instance now. I'll be able to, in my own house, see the kind of room, their services, the kind of food and the place. I'll just know everything about that hotel, and then I'll book it. And then when I get to the hotel, just check in and all, instead of going through all those processes again before lodging. And as a product manager, that thing automatically becomes an idea. Say, this thing will be good though. Had it been that I have money now, I would have said, let's work on it. Okay, what and what do we need and all of that. People start making plans. Now, in this particular scenario, you are part of the ideation stage. And there are some situations whereby you are not even part of the ideation stage. The person just comes to you, this is what I want, and all of that. So, okay, I can work with it. What do you require for me to do? What are the expectations? What is the goal? What is the vision, and all of that? Now, it is from the goal and the vision that you're able to identify your target audience. So, Mr. Lawrence, I will do a little correction. PRD is a document that a product manager compiles. It's a product manager that writes PRD. If a client or an organization is giving you a PRD, it simply means that another product manager must have been working on it, because it is the product manager that now knows, okay, this product is for hospitality. What are the people that needs to be what that is the target audience? Who are the people that needs to use this and all of that? Now, if you are working on an app, a hotel app now, a hospitality app, believe you me, there are some persons that will not, if you are selling, like market women, you are selling this idea to them, it will not even move an inch. You are just wasting your time. But if you take it to maybe people that travel a lot, or tourists, people that are into tourism, you see that the idea will sell fast. Now, you as a product manager is the person that will prepare a PRD and not your client. So in case you see an opportunity tomorrow, you start asking them for PRD, they will be confused, because in your PRD, that's where you are writing the goal, the vision, the strategies that you are going to use, your roadmap, how many months are you expecting to do this, and all of that. So you are going to be writing it down in that document so that you can easily go back to the document. Your client does not know what is roadmap, except you explain to them. Your client does not know what is sprint, retrospect, they don't know all those things. So you are the one that will explain to them. But in your PRD, you have all these things in it. Understood? Okay, Frida.
Yes, yes. I'm just dropping that on the comment. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the correction. That's why we're here.
You are welcome. All right, Frida, your hand is up. Frida, your hand is up. Please ask your question. Okay. All right. So we will look at the characteristics of a product manager. When we look at characteristics, we are just trying to talk about your character as a product management. Things that people are. Frida, your hand is up. I'm listening. Is there an intentional act, or you want to ask a question? Omokar of Frida. It would be nice to see slides. Okay. Can we do that in the next class, Elizabeth? All right. We'll do that in the next class. Thank you. All right. So we are looking at a character of a product management. A product manager. You know, everybody have their inbuilt character, right? And every profession requires another set of character, which may not be part of you. So you need to learn it because of the profession or the job you are working with, or you are working. Just like the character of a waitress is not the same with the character of a nurse, or it's not the same with the character of an engineer, or even a doctor. So the character set or the character trait is always different. So as a product manager, there are a lot of things that are being expected of you as a product manager. And number one is, as a product manager, you must be a good communicator. What does it mean to be a good communicator? Now, you'll be working with a lot of people, or you'll be forming a team. You must be able to communicate this vision to them. They, then we used to say that communication is not complete until the message passed is being understood. I'll come to you now as an instance. I'll now say, please, Emmanuel, take this file, go through it, get back to me. You will now be like, okay, go through it and get back to me. You will be forced to ask me, what exactly am I looking for in this particular file? Why do I want you to go through it? So a lot of questions, because my communication line or the message was not properly passed across. You will be confused. One, you will not understand what I need. So there must be misconception. Now imagine you take this file, you now spend like 6 hours on this file, and you now bring it back to me, and I go through it and I'm asking you, what is this rubbish that you gave me? Please go back with this and work on it again. You now see, I've wasted your time, I've wasted your effort, and I've wasted your energy, and the goal and the essence of this whole thing was not actually actualized. But if I tell you, please take this file, go through it, I need to know why the data, or the why the data of the users are dropping. Please get back to me when you are done. You now see the clear message. You now know that I'm trying to understand the data of this particular product. That is data analysis now. I'm trying to analyze the data. Why is the number of consumers dropping? So that's what I'm trying to understand. And you can now focus on this particular problem instead of generalizing the whole thing. All right. So you must be a good communicator. You must be able to communicate this product to this vision to people that are working with you. You can't just go to the interface guy, that is the UI UX guy, and just tell him do anything with the interface. What if you go and use green as the color of the interface and your client loves blue? You now see that there is problem. You will now go back to square one. So you must be a good communicator, and you must be a good listener. For you to make the best as a product manager, you must listen. All right. Just like I said before, we don't work on assumption. You don't assume that this is what this client wants me to do. No, you must listen, ask questions if necessary, because there are some projects. Let me just be sincere with you people. You see some clients saying they most of their products is so dear to them, it hits home. Maybe let's say someone now who lost their parents or who lost a loved one because the medical they couldn't access medicine, or they couldn't access medical services on time, now decides to launch an app. Sorry, I'm in the kitchen. They now decide to launch an app that is medically centered. That is in the health sector. Now they are trying to launch a health app, and maybe if they tell you, I want an app that is based on health sector, it is your responsibility now as a product manager to ask the person, what type of health app do you want? Now this app might comprise of a lot of things. It might comprise of pregnancy people and all of that. I did one project, that is Prego app. Prego as in pregnancy. So when I did the app, this app now is centered on taking care of pregnant women. So in this app, I'm trying to use this app to illustrate a point. This Prego app is centered on pregnancy and antenatal processes, postnatal, childbirth, and all. Now, if I'm not a good listener, I will not understand that this particular owner or this particular client does not want me to just stop a pregnancy, right? Now, the idea of this Prego app is to ensure that pregnant women can get medical attention or medical assistance using this app because one, all their medical history or medical information will be in this app, starting from their first pregnancy. If it is someone that's given birth before, does the person have any underlying medical health condition, it will be in this app. And now it's also included antenatal visits. For every antenatal, everything is included in it. Then it have feature for tests, like laboratory results and all. Now we moved from the antenatal section of it, we now move down to booking a doctor. Now in the case of emergency, you book a doctor. This doctor will stay online with you until you get to the hospital. They'll be telling you what and what to do before, so as to manage the situation before you get to the hospital. And then from there, we move down to the gynecologist and obstetrician. That's your OB and gyna. So this one now, based on your medical result or medical report, they'll be able to give advice on your fertility and sexual health to you in order to manage a situation, right? And then moving down from there, we have when this woman have given birth. If the woman has given birth, the child will be assigned to an pediatrician, while the mom will be assigned to a physician. Now you now see if, as a product manager, you are not attentive to this particular client, you will not know what and what is expected of you. You will not say, okay, is it not for pregnant woman? Once they give birth and everything has finished and all of that. So you now see that you make a mistake that might cost you that project and further recommendation of other projects. So a product manager must listen. You must be a good listener. And then you must be a team leader. What does it mean to be a team leader? You will be working with a lot of people. You will form a team. Like I said in the introductory part, you will have the data analyst, you have researchers, you have your content writers, you have the media, your marketers, people that will take on advertisements and all of that in your team. Now, as a product manager, it is your responsibility to lead them without conflict. Will that be criticism? Abi? Yes. Constructive ones and destructive ones will arise. Your ability to handle this conflict is what makes you, okay, it's not just to handle in a positive way, is what makes you a good product manager. You will have conflict of interest among your workers. How do you navigate this problem? How do you ensure that this problem is properly settled to avoid further occurrence or future occurrence of that particular issue? That just makes you a good product manager. So you must be someone who is able to accommodate others, take correction, and also ensure that whatever idea you are taking does not affect the team. You should not be an authoritative leader. Whatever I say goes. No, you will not make a good product manager if you are like that. You need to take correction because no one knows it all. There are some things that to you it might be an oversight and someone can easily pick it in your team. Just tell you, sir, sir, this thing you are saying you will not work like this, and you know that it's not everybody that knows how to give their opinion. Some will give it in a way that you will feel offended, while some will give it in a good way. Now, it is of your own best interest to pick the point and leave the attitude behind it as a product manager, because a lot of persons will offend you, but the end product of what you people are doing is to have the desired product. If the services you are not comfortable with it, you can make corrections. I'm not saying you should just follow everything hook, line, and sinker, because if the product does not meet the expectation of the client or the organization, you have already scored a 0. Just like if you go to if you visit a fashion designer to make clothes, the guy is just busy sewing and losing, sewing and losing. He will sew, he will give you, you will wear. It is not your size. He will lose it and sew it again. At a time, you just tell him, don't worry, just give me. They just give me, it's not that you are going to wear it. Just go and dump it one place, because already in your mind, you know that this one, you know, sabi work. So that is that. So you must be someone who is passionate enough about your work to ensure that whatever you will be accepting in your work should not affect the workflow. That is for a good product manager. And then you must be open to correction. I've said that before when I was trying to explain something. You must be open to correction, and you must be time conscious. Why does the product manager need to be time conscious? Please, someone just unmute your mic and explain. Who is
I
explaining? Juliet, are you explaining? All right.
Yes, ma'am. The reason why a PM, a product manager, should be time conscious, because the owner would already give like a deadline to the launch of his or her product, and pertaining to the PRD, product requirement document, you would have set a timeline for each stage of the product to be launched, to be, I don't know, to be accepted or to be launched. So I feel that this should make a PM very time conscious, because a deadline has been set already. Thank you.
All right. That's a good one. Does anybody have something else to say? I think I should call names.
Okay. Let me speak. Dr. can go ahead now. So fine.
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So every product, as a product manager, every product has a goal. And whatever that has a goal, when we talk of goal, we are talking of time. All right. Any goal without a time, it's not a goal. So as a product manager, we must be conscious of time, because it is part of the system. That is how we can achieve, our goal. If we are conscious of time, we can achieve our goal. Thank you.
Okay, that's a very good one from one of us. Every product is time bound. That is, it has a specific time that it must be executed, right? That's why we have roadmap. Now, in your roadmap, you might say, okay, from this first month, maybe I just come to you, this is what I want, this one and that one. I just give you my idea and that's it. You now go back home, start making your drawing board. Okay, these are the processes that we need to follow in order to achieve this. Now, do I need to employ people? You will write it down. How many people do I need to employ? You will write it down. What and what do I need? You will write it. You write everything, right? And then you now start the main process. The process now does not start with writing. The writing is just to give you guide. Now you have prepared your PROD. The next phase of it is, okay, who do I need to employ first? If you are starting a project, you have researcher, UI UX guy, data analyst, quality assurance guy, the software engineers, or the software developer. Among this set of people, who is the first that I should employ? And the first should be your researcher, because these are the people that are going to go into the field. So first of all, find existing products. When they find the existing products, they find their loopholes or their weaknesses, and then from there you start working on this particular product. That is if the idea is you are working with a competitive idea from an already existing organization, right? So the time it will take you to hire, go into the field. Let's say this person that have this project gave you 1 year. Now said maybe a year or 6 months. Before 6 months, he needs the prototype to be ready. And you now go and say, 6 months is too much now. You go and relax. You will now be using 3 months to gather people. In that 3 months, in the 4th month, you will now start making research about it. You now see that, first of all, you will not meet time. You will mess up the whole project because everything will not be in a hurry. You are not doing cut and join. You call this one, you join. So because before they will make the research, at least for you to have a proper understanding of the market structure and the competitive organization of this particular product you want to launch, you must at least have like 2 or 3 weeks thorough research. Both the one you are doing online, the one they are doing in the market and all of that. So before you now have a solid something to work on, you now start employing US guy and all of them. Okay, this is what I want and all of that. And you know they will still make correction. It's not that once they just do the first one and give you, you start running with it. As they are doing it and giving you, they will do the first design and give you. You will check it. The color that I want, is it here? And all of that. What the features that I want, all the things I want, are they properly positioned? It's not the one that you now tell them to, you want to have logged in, boldly written in the landing page of the app. They will now go and write the login. Very small something somewhere that they can't even see it. You need to start until see it. And meanwhile, what you need is something that once you look at the landing page, you now see sign up or login. The person will just click one. So all these things, you will test run them before you give your clients the prototype. You will still need to take them to the market. So market people will now check, and then if they are comfortable with what they want, they will now give you before you now give to the client and all of that. So you now see that if you are not somebody that is time conscious, 6 months will not be enough. And when you start giving excuses, they will come and say is remaining to fees the log out. You just be giving excuse. The person first of all will lose interest in the product because you know ideas. There's something with idea and product. Just like phone. Maybe they just launch a new series. You know, say, I must buy this phone. Oh. You start saving money, What you just wake up one day, you lose interest in the phone. You now be like, what did I even see? Just like when you buy clothes, you now be asking yourself, what even enticed me to buy this clothes? So if you are not time conscious and the client lose interest in the product, imagine you are the one that has been footing this project from the start. You are the one that has been financing it and all of that. The time, what about the time? What about the people that you employed? And remember, when a product fails, you won't include it in your resume. You will not say, I launched I helped so AYZ organization to launch an app, but we did not finish it. If you put that in your CV, automatically you are telling them that you are not competent enough. So a product manager must be a time conscious person. Time management is of necessity. And then what else am I missing? A product manager must be goal oriented. You must not deviate from what this particular client or organization wants. Just like I said when we started, you must not be emotionally attached to any idea or any product. This product, I'm doing it because I lost someone. It's good for a client or an organization to have that emotional attachment, but not you as a product manager. You are not supposed to be emotionally attached, because if you are emotionally attached, you will not see the error. Everything will just be looking fine in your eye. And at the end of the day, when you take it to the market, you now see it's nonsense. And because you are emotionally attached, even if feedback is coming in, you will not see it as they are trying to sabotage your effort and all. So you must be goal oriented. Don't be emotionally attached to any idea. Ensure that you stay in line. Don't deviate. Don't go and add comma for them. Don't go and add what they say you should not add, except in a situation whereby you already discussed with the person and they give you a go ahead. You don't just assume things. You don't just do things on your own. You must ensure that whatever you are doing, you are in the perimeter or in the scope of that particular idea. All right, so these are some of the characters That's not all. There are still a lot of them. But because I'm trying to maximize time, I've already used 1 hour that you need to understand as a product manager. Now, we have 3 levels of product manager, right? We have 3 levels of product managers based on education. Number one, we have a beginner, just like what we are doing now. Minus Lawrence, I think the rest of us are beginners. Now, as a product manager who has zero experience, 0 to 1 year experience, we are all beginners. And then we have intermediate. These are people who have worked as a product manager before. Now, at least you have 1 to 3 years experience. Then we now have the advanced product manager. That is from 3 years up, based on, sorry, I'm talking about experience. Sorry, forgive me. I'm talking about education. The base who have basic understanding of product management is the beginner product manager, just like what we are doing now. A lot of us are still in our basic one. Now, when we advance from knowing all the rudiments about product management and their strategies, we now advance to understanding agile methodologies, learning about agile methodologies and the rest of them. You are now an intermediate product manager. When you now graduate from intermediate, you now enter advanced. Now, in advanced, it is assumed that you've known a lot about product management, from execution, writing of launch notes, a lot of things. You can work unsupervised. You are now an advanced product manager. Someone raised their hand. Please go on.
Yes, now you spoke about taking the project to the market for to test run. What is the
Okay.
market? Who is the market? Do you just randomly take it outside for someone to test it, or you mean there's another person or somebody like that?
Okay. All right. That's a good observation. I've been saying market, market, market. When we started, I talked about your target audience. Who are your target audience? Who is this product for? Remember that every product is not for a product is not for everyone. Let me use okay. Let me use a hospitality app as an instance. When I talk hospitality app, I'm looking at maybe things like tourism, hotel management and all. If I'm working on an app that is centered on tourism, I don't need to take this particular app to maybe people that are selling pepper in the market. They are not my target audience. That's not my market. I'm going to channel that energy to convince people that travels a lot. You know, there are people that they travel, like all these vloggers. They just go discover a particular place. They make video about them. They discuss about their culture. They discuss a lot of things about that particular area. Now, these are the kind of people that I need to meet. One, why? One, they will need to make reservations. Like, do they need? This one is not do they must. They must have someone to drive them around, right? Rental services, they will stay in a hotel. They need to eat food. If there is need for them to buy clothes, they should be able to easily get these things through my app. Now, if I'm pitching this particular product to the person will be interested. Okay, I would like to try this. Okay, now, which area? Okay, this particular hotel, this site, this place that is worth seeing is maybe, let's say, in Benin. And they now say, okay, and this person is not even staying in Nigeria. You are pitching this idea to the person. The person gets interested and want to try out this particular place. Now, if that person will be able to rent, let's say, cab or taxi using this app, they will rent hotel, they will check in some places, tourist centers that is close to the hotel they are going to stay. Because let's say, remember I said it's a hospitality app. You are working for a hospital, hotel. It's a hotel that have this app, and this app should be able to show them the kind of rooms they will be staying, the kind of services. Does your hotel have swimming pool? Does it have lounge? Does it have clubs? Does it have food? Does it have intercontinental dishes, African dishes, or local dishes, and all of that? They should be able to get a feel of what it will be like to stay in their hotel. They are staying in the hotel, they will have access to the zoo, amusement park, ancient places, museum, culture, and all. This kind of person will be interested to come and stay in that hotel. Unlike when I now take this particular app, I'll now go and meet one trader in the market and I start explaining, and the person will be like, is this one okay at all? So your market is your target audience, those people that this product is meant for. Just like umbrella. Okay, you can use umbrella anytime. Just like raincoat. You know this raincoat now that people wear. You can't sell raincoat during Harmattan. People will be confused. You now be telling somebody this, this raincoat, when you wear it, it will shield your skin from rain. It will not allow the sun to be beating you. And you know that during Harmattan or during dry season, everywhere is already hot. Why will you sell something that does not even allow air to pass through it to somebody? You now see that you will not even sell. But if you take it to a tropical, is it tropical now? If you take it to somewhere that they always have rain or wet environment, you now see, okay, they will even consider it. They will consider buying it. You now go to somewhere that is very cold, you are now going to sell singlets. You now see that it will not work. So your market is your target audience. Those people that really need this product are not the people you feel like they need it. All right, Alice, I don't know if I answered your question.
Yes, now you have.
Okay. Frida, I don't know if you have any question. Your hand is up. Please, any other question? Any other question?
Okay.
Okay.
Please, I have a question. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, I just need clarity on what exact document should a PM require from the founder, since or if the product manager is not part of the ideal team.
Idea.
Yeah.
Okay. If a product manager is not part of the ideation, right? So it is expected of you that you ask questions, like I said before. Now, I'm meeting you to, I'm telling you that I need to launch an app that is centered on health. It is now left for you to ask me questions. What type of health services do I need? I now tell you, okay, this is what I want. I want an app that can, maybe someone is sick, they'll be able to get a doctor on call. This doctor can be able to tell them what to do to manage the situation till they get to the hospital. Okay, that one is taken. Now in your PRD, you will write the vision. Now the vision is to provide medical services to people irrespective of their location, right? Now that's the vision. What is the goal? The goal is to ensure that the people have easy access to health facilities. You write it. What is the time plan? What is the plan that this man have for this particular project? Did not tell you that, okay, I need this product, at least the prototype should be available, let's say in 6 months time. You write it down. What and what color will I want the interface? All those small information that may not even be anything. Now they give these opinions and you record them in your book. Now in your PROD, you already have the goal, the vision, the time plan. Now, how much is this man going to pay? You write it. So with all of this, you will now be able to set your roadmap. In the first 2 months, I'm going to be recruiting, and I'm going to be doing research and recruiting. So after that, in the 3rd month, I will start with the UI UX guy. The 4th month, I'm recruiting coder, the guys that the people that will code, that's the software guys. I'm recruiting a software developer, quality assurance and data analyst the same time. So these are the people I'm recruiting in the 4th month. In the 5th month, I'm going to dedicate my 5th month to getting feedback, sending out the prototype. In the 6th month, I should be able to be rounding off everything. In the 6th month, corrections have been done. People are already, as in all the corrections has been done in the 6th month. I'm now doing adverts. So I'm now creating awareness for this particular product. Prototype is completely ready. I now hand it over to the guy. And if the man now wants you in the post-launch, that is after launch, that's where you will now focus on pushing for more advertisements, more adoption and all. So these are the things you write. That's for the time plan now. That is your roadmap. Then you will have area where you have the strategies that you are going to use. What are the strategies that I will need in my advertisement or in the process? Will I need the service of software UI UX guy, quality assurance, and data analyst to work at the same time? So while he's coding, if you just code, the UX UI guy has already designed the interface. You just only the interface. He will give it down to the software developer, who will now code, give it to the quality assurance to check if there is bug, give it to the data analysis to check, and all of those things. Then while this thing is moving across to this individual, the UX UI guy will now start developing the features and all, design the thing, and just the processes that it will take. You will write it in your PROD. Now after that, you remember we talk about the financial aspect. How are you going to share the money? Do you need to rent a space? Do you need a physical meeting? Do you want to be seeing these people every day? It will be included in the financial aspect of it. If you are going to be seeing them every day, that means you will rent an office, you will buy gadgets, you buy laptop, you buy chair, you will buy table and all. If I'm setting up a physical shop now or a physical organization, do I need to make food accessible, water accessible, so that they don't just leave their work with the excuse that they want to go and buy water? All these things. What if in a situation whereby someone isn't feeling too well, they won't use it as an excuse to leave their work and go out? Will I provide at least something like first aid? Will I provide somewhere they can rest? Will I provide somewhere they can restrooms and all, a place of convenience? These are the things you will consider. It will be in your financial section. How much do I need to pay them? You know that this money, let's say the organization is paying you, let's say 500,000. I'm using that as an example. You now go and hire like 7 people, and these 7 people are paying them 50,000 every month, and you have 6 months. You now see that you're already making a financial mistake. So these are the things you will consider to be in your PROD. Everything that you need to do will be in your PROD. What are the apps that I need to use? And you know, in apps, most of them you must subscribe for the premium version, before you can have access to good features. Are they necessary? Yes. How do I get them? You pay. Some of them is 14,000 a month. Some of them is 5,000 a month. How many months do I need it for? All those things are what you will consider, and then put them in your PROD, so that you won't make mistake that will cause you to add your own money at the end of it. Then what is this organization? What is their priority? Are they prioritizing impact? Is it profit they are interested in? Is it what's the name? Are they prioritizing on what they can be able to give people working for them? Are they prioritizing overtime and all of those things? So these are the things that you consider. Every process that you are using, both things that you are going to be employing and experiences and all, the things you will experience, you should be able to document them. If, let's say, if they are prioritizing effort, then that means you need to go with rice prioritization. If they are prioritizing what they can afford, you go with Moscow. So it depends on what they want. So you write them down in your PROD now, so that you don't deviate from the plan and you don't make decisions that will cost you extra funds. I don't know if I've answered your question. Please, if I've answered you, let us know.
Okay, I think you have done that. Did anyone answered my question?
I've answered it, right?
Yes, yes. So, but what I wanted to chip in is is it necessary to request for a concept note, or can a concept note do justice to that?
Concept notes. Can you
Yeah,
throw more light?
yeah, maybe requesting for a concept note that covers every detail of maybe what the owner of the products wants. I don't know if that can just help to summarize what a PM is supposed to request for the first time from a professional request. Like you just want to request something for from the founder or the owner of the product. You know, a professional request note. So I think the heading should be maybe requesting a concept note or something. So that's where I really want. I know definitely we are supposed to ask of what the product is doing, what they do. Yes, we know that. I know that. Okay, so what I want to get clarity on is like what should be the title of the request. Thank you. That's from my own part.
Okay. In a situation whereby you are requesting for a document that shows everything that you are going to be working on, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
You can request for that. You can just say request for product product plan. You can just structure your English the way you want. You can call it your product plan. You can call it the precision form. Whatever that will help you to stay in track, you can. And you can also make requests for maybe you want to how do I put this English now? I'm trying to look for a better word. You are requesting for a form that will help. Maybe you want to make suggestion, or you want to just do some recommendation and not do some small changes and all. So you can request for all those things. You can even give your opinion. Like now, let me use a scenario. Maybe this person is trying to tell you something that you yourself, you know, is not feasible. You know, it's not every product that is feasible. Like it's not every product that you can execute is executable. All those elephant projects, you know, is too, as in the things that the person wants is not achievable. You have a right as a product manager to make suggestions in a very good way that they can easily buy your idea. I love this thing that you want to do. It will reach a lot of people and it will help to do this, do that, do that. I think it is a good one. Okay. Then, but I also feel that instead of focusing on the whole Nigeria, well, let's at least focus on Benin. Let's win the heart of Benin first before we can now move to other states. If you give this idea like this now, the person might consider it. Unlike just telling the person, this thing you are saying is not possible. Let's try, as all those things, you can make requests for all those things. You can politely give your suggestion. They will always adhere to it if it's someone that really I don't know how to put the English, but you know there are some persons that they can take opinion, while there are some that can't take opinion, but it's not in your best place to decide for them anyway. I don't know if I've answered you.
Sure, sure. Yes, you have. It makes sense. It makes sense. Thank you.
All right. I'm seeing some messages here. I say let me finish what I'm saying so that someone said we never reach there. Where are we going to, please? Is it also Osayanome Adiwe? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Ehaho. Please, where are we going to? He said we never reach there. Answer me now. This is the other person that answered it. Juliet, we are laughing. So please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, there was a question he asked. I think after the PROD question, he asked another question, and obviously, it threw me off balance. And I don't think I was the only person that was thrown off balance because we're not familiar with that he was talking about. So that's why I said we never reached there. You get.
Okay, I understand. Don't mind, Lawrence.
Please, sorry,
Don't
oh,
mind.
sorry, please, sorry, house.
You know, maybe he thinks it's an intermediate class. So I understand. So don't be offended, anyways. We will reach there. Don't worry. We'll get there soon. Oh, we'll look at the skill sets. I think that's where I will draw the curtain for the class so that we can do all that things. Apology accepted. We'll look at the skill sets of a product manager. Now, we said one of the skill sets is that you must be a good communicator. At least you must know how to communicate to your team, share ideas with them. You must have communication skills. It's not the one that you are trying to explain something, you are shouting on their head, you are giving out instructions. If they understand, fine. If they don't understand, fine. Remember that when they make any mistake or if there is flaw in your product, the client or the organization will not hold them responsible. You are the one that the whole blow will be coming to directly because you are the one that they know. So you must be a good communicator as a product manager. You must have a good communication skill, and then you will have a good writing skill. As when we talk about writing skill, you already know you will write PROD, so you don't need to stress that one. You will write as a product manager, you will write, except you are going to employ a content writer to write for you, but whether you will write. So that one is non-negotiable. You will write as a, so you must have a good writing skill. You must be someone that loves writing, and you must be someone that writes eligibly, something that another person can read. Can you use AI? No, because AI will only give you an insight to what you want to do. All right. AI will not be the one that will start dividing your finance for you. AI will not give, they will only give you an understanding or a guide on how to do it, but you will write. But you can type. All right, you can type instead of writing. You know that technology is gradually taking over, so you can type. And you can also use, there's something they call precision note, but that one will be very difficult. It's just like recording. You are talking and the thing is writing it down for you. So you can also use that. So, say you must have something that is written. You can only use AI to have an understanding. AI will make the work easier for you, but you can't use it for the whole thing. No, it's not the same thing as character. Skills and characteristics, they are similar, but it's not the same. In the character, I did not say you must be a good writer. You have a writing skill, then you have a communication skill. Then I believe you must master at let me just say you must be diverse. You must be learned. At least if you don't even know how to use all of it, you must have a basic understanding about it. Just like if you're working with a UI UX guy, you must understand or you must know the length of at least 2 or 3 apps that he will use. Then people that are coding, you will also know quality assurance, you will know. It's not the one now. Okay, let's assume now that this guy, your my headset is low.
Hello, ma. We cannot hear you. You can hear us.
Oh, but you can hear me now.
Yeah, yeah, it's better now.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, I moved a little. Wanted to. I was actually in the kitchen. All this while we have been teaching. So forgive me. All right, so let's continue. What was I saying before? Okay, I said you must be knowledgeable about most of the things. Let's assume that you are going to meet a client and the person is now asking you, why did you people use Whimsical to when you are trying to map out your user flow, your user story and all. Why did you use Whimsical? And you are now like, Whimsical, what is Whimsical? You are now confused. The man is looking at you, you are looking at him. You won't have nothing to say. The man is now, maybe the man is even knowledgeable about UI UX, and he's now saying, why didn't you use this? Why did you use this? Why did you use Canva? Why did you use Whimsical? So you should be able to at least know 1 or 2 apps that a product a UI UX guy is going to use. Then developer, you also know at least 1 or 2 or 3 machine language, so that when they now ask you what machine language did you use, we use Java. Why did you use Java? Java is more beginner friendly and all of those things. I'm giving instance. So Java is easier for people to decode than Fortran, or they are easy for people to decode than Koban. All those things you should be able to understand 1 or 2 things about the app that you are going to use. That's the skill set. And then you can also be a researcher, because many a times the money will not even be enough. You must be a research-based person, ability to research, because most of the ideas that some organizations or clients will give you might be from an existing company. They just need a leverage or they are offering something better. Let me use Ride as an example. Now we have Taxify. When Taxify came, Taxify was doing well. Taxify, just everything there is just stamped, and they can carry as many people as they want and all of that. Then Bolt came. Bolt said, we are not going to be doing all those ones with them. We are going to give these people luxury. It's luxury or nothing. We are going to give them comfortability. We are going to make sure that any drive they order for, any ride they are ordering for, they must be able to have a good feel of their money. Then they both came, brought comfortability that they can now carry 3 people. I think it's maximum of 4 or 3. And then they have a particular price and all that. InDrive now came and said, I love what Bolt is doing. I think I can do something like this, but I'm going to make it better by giving them opportunity to negotiate price. You now order for InDrive. They are now saying from Sapele Road to Ekewa Road is 5,000. They are now saying, 5,000 is too much. Let me give you 2,500. You know, you people are doing this thing online through the app. The man will now say maybe 4,000 last. You say you have 3,500. If it is good for him, he will accept. Once he approve your ride, he will come and pick you. Unlike boats, you don't have that opportunity to start negotiating. And also, InDrive came as a result of an already existing idea, and there are some that is coming as a fresh idea. It is not in existence at all. In as much as this thing might, okay, they might have a website, you can check out all of these things via website, but they don't have a particular app that you just install in your phone and you can easily check them anytime, any day. So you must be a research based person. I've talked about must be goal oriented and all. So that's basically some of the skill sets that you need. I don't know if you have any question. So we'll be taking questions because I want to wrap this class up by 3.
Okay, I have a
Please
question.
ask your questions.
Yes, I have a question.
All right,
Earlier on, you were talking
go
about
ahead.
the two types of product management or manager, and you mentioned them. I didn't quite get them clearly.
Okay, I said
So,
we
it's
have
two
2 types.
questions I have.
Okay, can I
So,
answer the first one first
okay, please. All right, thank you.
so that I don't miss the 2? I said we have 2 types of product manager because a product can either be a goods, something you can see, or a service, something you cannot see that is intangible. So I said we have a product manager who works with tangible products like our food, beverages, and all. Then we have a product manager who is working for things that we cannot see. So we call them the SaaX, SaaS. That is software as a service product manager. So you are making use of software. You are designing software like Facebook, Instagram, apps majorly. That's what you are just measuring on. You are not dealing with something that we can see. So that's the 2 types of product managers we have. Any other question?
Yes. I would also like to know, like, with the advancements in AI technology, how relevant will product management be in the nearest future? I'm not really
Okay.
this SaaS part of it, though. It sounds like it's going to be relevant in the future, but the tangible product part of it, with the advancements in AI technology, how relevant will this
Okay.
course that we are offering now be in the future?
Okay. Product management will not go out of place anytime any soon. Irrespective of the fact that we are going to have AI, and believe you me, AI is not taking over our job as a product manager. They will only take over people who refuse to advance. All right. So what it simply means is that AI is currently being used in product management now. And what you simply need to do is you need to master how to use this product in order to make your work easier. There are some AI tools now that you don't even need to start drawing user flow. You don't need to start drawing all those things manually. You now start going to maybe Whimsical to design them. You just put a prompt in this app, in this AI. I want you to design a user flow for so person. This is my target audience. These are the things that I need. They will just design it, answer, and give you. You will still be working as a product manager in time to come because AI will not prompt itself. It needs someone to program it, it needs someone to prompt it, and it needs someone to make the correction. So in as much as AI will be incorporated into virtually every sector, it will also need human being available. So yours now is to keep advancing yourself, keep modifying yourself so that you don't get out of line, and then AI will now start replacing you. Don't know if I've answered your question.
Very well, thank you.
All right. Another question. Any other question? Okay. The last thing that we'll talk about before we leave. When we started the class, I talked about the type levels of product management that we have based on education. I said we have the beginner, we have the advanced, we have the intermediate, and then we have the advanced. Then based on experience, we also have beginners, we have intermediate, we have advanced, we have senior product managers, then we have senior of seniors. These ones now are the board of directors. They are the oga kpatakpata at the helm of our firm. Then beginners, people that have 0 to 1 experience are the beginners. Then intermediate is people that have 1 to 3 experience. Advanced is people that have 3 to 5 experience. Senior, it can also be 3 to 5. Two of them they work in line. So you can say you are a senior product manager. And then the senior of seniors, they have from 5 to how many years God knows. They are always the director of product managers. They are director of managers. Now, these are the this thing that we have, the levels based on this thing now, on experience. Then we have another one based another product management level based on knowledge or background. We have analytical product management, we have technical product managers, we have user-centric product manager. Now, under analytical, these ones, they are more interested in the data analysis of these particular products. They are more interested in the data. How many people are using this product? How many people are downloading it? What is the number of feedback? They are more interested in the data of consumption. So these are data analysts, analytical product managers. Sorry, they have educational background in data analysis, mathematics, and then statistics. So then we have the user-centric product managers. They are more user focused. They are more interested in the users. Are they enjoying this product? What do I need to do to make this product more comfortable or better for them? What do I need? What feature do I need to add? What do I need to do so that they will continue using this particular product? And bear you in mind that if there is no advancement, if there is no continuation in redeveloping a product, that product will die a natural death, right? So you keep advancing a product. That is if you are in the post launch, if the company retain you, because you'll be doing review. But if they did not retain you, you have no business there again. So what are the features that I'll be adding to make sure that these products they stay in the market? That's for the user centric. Then we have the we say they have educational background in economics, commerce, hospitality and management. Then we have the technical product managers. They are more interested in the technical know-how. How difficult is it to navigate this product? What app, what feature do I need to add to make it more better? They are almost similar with the user centric, but they have their own a little difference because they do more of the technical know-how. Is this app difficult, or is there any bug? What are the areas in the coding sector that we need to minimize so that they can easily decode this? And they have their background in engineering. So these are the basic levels of product management that we have. The first one is based on their education. Then the second one is based on their experience. The third one is based on knowledge. So I don't know if we are clear on that.
Yes,
Is that okay?
I have the question.
Go ahead.
So for someone who uh, doesn't have experience, maybe has minute knowledge as regards to product management and no education as regarding any area of product management. How can, like most of us that are not here, how can we now try to split ourselves, or we can just learn the later pick we need, or just be a general product manager?
Okay, as someone who has no knowledge about product management and no experience at all, it is easy to acquire experience. Now, I used to tell people that there was a friend of mine that she was applying for a job, so she wanted me to help her with a CV, and she was saying that she has not worked any job before. So I told her that's not true. First of all, you used to go to your mom's store and used to take care of that place. So already automatically you have a managerial skill. You're already managing the place when your mom is not around. So you have a managerial skill. So you can say that you are a manager in such place. That you are not lying, right? Now, as a product manager who has no experience, if you are applying for a job now, after the end of this training, you should be able to have an experience. Why? One, you are going to be working on capstone project. We are going to give you practical. So let me start preparing your mind now. You will work on practical. We'll give you products. You go and work on them. So when you are writing your CV, you don't need to now say you don't have experience. I participated in the execution of so project from the ideation stage down to the launch. That's experience number one. Now imagine a situation whereby you do like 3 or 4 practicals at the end of this training. You now see that you already have 4 experiences. So that's how to gather experience. So when we are doing capstone, don't just stay away. And another way you can also get experience is by doing your own personal projects. How do I mean by your personal projects? You can just decide to give yourself assignments. You start maybe working on the user story, you work on the user story, you work on the workflow. Just be working on most of these things, and you already know how to, you now impute it in your CV or in your curriculum vitae that you solely SLEO abi SOLELOY, as in only you solely handled so projects. You are the only person that handled it. Remember, they are not going to ask you if the project is in existence or not, but you have that experience. So that's another way to gather experience. It's not a must that you have to wait for till the end of this product training that you have. And another thing I will advise you, don't just depend on the information, the only thing that you are getting from this particular training. Diversify. Study on your own. There are other free scholarships that you can also look into, so as to give yourself upper hand. As this one is ending, you are doing another one, you are advancing. But let's say that this training, for instance, is lasting 6 months, and at the end of 6 months, while you are doing this next gen, you have done another product management course, maybe on Coursera or Great Learning Academy or their likes. You have done beginners, you have done intermediate, you have done advanced. Before the end of this month, 6 months now, you are no longer a beginner. You are now an advanced product manager. So I don't know if I answered your question.
Yes.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You did answer
Okay.
the question.
So don't limit yourself to what you are getting in this class. Don't worry, you will not be a beginner before the end of this training.
Amen. But outside that, what's your advice to reaching down for someone who wants to, okay, I want to just focus on software as a service, that's SAAS, or
Yes.
I want to focus on intangible. I want to focus and be a tangible product manager. So as we go on in our careers, like I said earlier, should we just open ourselves to generalizing who we are as a product manager, not niching down, either being a technical product manager, being a software product manager, or being an hospitality product manager, or just okay as we flow into the career, the one we know suits us best, we should pick that.
Okay. Sometimes it's good to niche down, and most times it is not good. All right. I, as a person, as a product manager, I'm a user-centric product manager. I'm more interested in the users, because me, anything that concerns data gives me a hard time. So for me to start looking at pie charts, doing all of those stuff, it will give me a very difficult time. So because I'm not too good in mathematics, I just avoid them entirely. So I'm more of a user-centric person. I'm more interested in my users. So you can decide to niche down. You can decide to be all weather. But if you are all weather, just know that you will know about analytics, and you will know all of them, so that eventually you have an opportunity to apply as an analytical project manager. It won't be an issue. Niching down most times is good. Most times it is better. Me, I will advise you to niche down, so that you don't get yourself worked up. The whole thing will now become cumbersome, and you know, so there is a way that a thing will not be so big for you. You just get tired and exhausted, you just abandon the whole thing, so that you won't start something and you won't be able to finish it. So I will advise you to niche down. Then Elizabeth, no, you don't need to change to intermediate on your dashboard. That one is between you and your employer, not on 3MTT. 3MTT will not even give you the opportunity to do so. So it's a good one that you're already advancing yourself. So you don't need to change. So that's it.
Thank you very much.
Any other question? You're welcome. Any other question?
Ma, please, I want to know if there will be a handout or something for this section, because most of us we joined late, so we don't know what you have taken so far.
Okay. There will be no handout. And I think this class is being recorded.
Okay, that'll be fine.
But the recording didn't start when we started though. I thought it met us 15 minutes or 20 minutes after the class already started. But you'll be able to get a handful of information from them.
Yes, I did. I jotted some. I just felt maybe you have said some more important thing before I joined.
Of course, you will get it from the recording. I think the recording will be shared soon.
Okay. All right,
But
thank
that
you.
doesn't mean you should start skipping class, because I don't know if it will be recorded next time. I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to some person that will not say, thank God they are recording it. I will not come next week.
Okay, to be weekly, let's say like weekly class.
I think, yes, it's a weekly stuff.
All right. So every Saturday, right?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Please, who will help us to take attendance? I forgot who would have done this long before now.
How can I do that? Let me do it.
All right.
I
Please,
thought
thank
just we're
you.
supposed to have an attendance form, maybe in a Google Sheet or something.
Okay, in our next class we'll do that, but you can just take down the attendance now.
Okay. So how do we go
I know
about
we
that?
are.
Maybe a screenshot.
Ma, can we take screenshots?
If this name is what you have on your dashboard, then it's good, because we need to mark attendance for you. Because
Ma,
attendance
you're the one that
is a
will take
must.
the screenshots.
Yeah, I
My
know.
idea,
I said
my
if
idea,
let's drop it on the chat.
If this name,
Yes.
okay, better.
That's the better idea.
Because if this, just drop the name that is on your dashboard. Because you need attendance to budget. Are we done?
Sorry, I'm still trying to. I'm not listening back.
Okay, no problem.
I think we
Any
are.
other person? Okay. All right. Hold on. Nobody should exit. So let me just check the screenshot. Okay. If I call you now, you can exit. Is it exit or be exit? Rosebeth,
Okay.
you exit. Elizabeth, oh, exit. Alice Yakubu, can exit. Lawrence, you can exit. Stephen Ezekiel, you can exit. Gideon Ehoa, you can leave. Adesoji Olakemi, you can go. Orife Nathaniel, you can go. Ileti Juliet, Emmanuel, you can exit. Then Obeyemi Victoria.
Oh, okay. Thank you, madam.
All right. Efetobere,
Yeah, do you know who's here? Do you know me? Hello?
your name is not here.
Rosemary, my name is here. Do you know the Tobori from
What's your
crypto
name?
class?
Huh?
Do you know Tobori from crypto class?
Jesus.
You are not my teacher.
Good afternoon, sir.
I just saw it. Good afternoon. I saw you on WhatsApp. So I saw that you were the one handling the car. I saw your picture. I said, you are the one here. And then I had to go to that our group on Telegram and match the number. And I saw that you were the one. So I just said that you wanted to see. To see. Then when you were calling names, I said, okay, let me just use the opportunity to say hi. How you doing now?
I'm fine, sir.
Yeah.
So I'm not teaching my teacher.
As in,
God, I beg you. God, I
it's
beg
sweet.
you.
It's sweet. What is life? Very, very good. We are upgrading by the day.
Yes.
Good to hear from
Because
you.
I was surprised I didn't see your name in the attendance.
Yes. No, my name is Emmanuel. That's the name I registered with.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
the Emmanuel Agidotan. That's the name I registered with.
Oh,
Yes.
how is the family, sir?
Very fine. How are yours?
Bless God.
You stay in Benin?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no one. Maybe one of these days when I come for physical class, we'll see.
Okay, sir.
Or you are not going to have any physical class?
No, we will. I'll be around on Saturday. I didn't know that
Okay.
today was environmental.
Okay. One of these days when I come for physical class, we'll see. Nice meeting you again.
Okay, sir.
I
My
got your
regards to
family.
your family.
Yeah,
All right. All right. Bye-bye. Hey. Mhm. Onye a na m kelere onye a kụziri bifo onye nwa nwee skuul ebe anyị trenere. Mba, coordination bụ 2023 ka m bido product management. Twitter mega since 2021. First employer bụ ya. Onye kọsị m